The next two matches on December 15th and January 2nd will determine whether Baton Rouge gets a hockey team. This test pilot camera on Little Farms Avenue could be just one of many in the future of Jefferson Parish. Sin embargo, el programa no solo ayuda a los adultos. Su objetivo es ayudar a los niños a darles la oportunidad a apartarse del crimen. Some people have been waiting outside since 6 a.m., but recently have moved inside because of the rain, all to get help with their utilities this month. As Saints training camp day 9 came to a close, there was one standout amongst the players, and Michael Thomas. Dennis Allen says he's not fully back yet from injury, but he's up to speed, and he even bested Paulson Adebo twice in practice. For the first Saints padded practice, all eyes were on the defense as they put a stop to some huge plays. But online platforms are just that, a screen. Compared to sports betting apps, casinos take additional steps with their customers. LSU is ranked in the top 50 for party schools in America, and with partying comes drinking and drugs. Alcohol usage is more likely in college students than any other demographic. Around 80% of college students drink alcohol, but there are still many misconceptions about it.
As you get higher and higher with more amounts, it gets more and more dangerous.
You can find out how much alcohol is in your bloodstream with the breathalyzer test. This number is called the blood alcohol content, or BAC. However, the effects of alcohol are different for every person, no matter what your BAC is at the end of the night.
You can't look at somebody and go, oh, she's wobbling around, she's clearly at a 0.3, and he's just talking a lot and he's only at a 0.2, because it may be absolutely the opposite.
For example, a female who is 150 pounds and drinks 5 beverages in 2 hours could have a BAC of 0.1, but a female who is 115 will drink only 4 beverages in the same amount of time for a BAC of 0.1.
So it's a very relative number.
There are many other factors that add to how drunk a person can get, such as weight, how fast the body burns that alcohol, gender, how often a person drinks, and even genetics.
And it's not a specific number for a specific effect.
Drugs also play a role in the effects of alcohol, whether they're over-the-counter or not.
What other drugs are in your body, and not just like illicit drugs, even pharmaceutical medications, those can change how you metabolize alcohol. So it really varies a lot from every person and every setting.
A very common party trend among college students is getting cross-faded, mixing alcohol with marijuana. THC can lead to people not feeling the full force of the alcohol they're drinking.
And that's going to affect many of your perceptions, including your own self-perception of how intoxicated you are.
Both alcohol and THC are depressants. Depressants reduce stimulation, causing the brain and body to have a slower connection with each other.
THC compromises your ability to have any kind of internal feedback.
Doctors caution that you should learn your limits and practice safe drinking when you can. To fans, LSU athletics is a fun pastime. However, to these workers, it's a job.
Like, I can tell you all day, oh, I'm the head guy for softball, I do this and that. And nothing registers until you go, oh, and I paint Tiger Stadium. And it's, do you paint the eye?
Sheldon Rogers is just one person in a team of people that take care of the athletic fields at LSU, including all the painting. But each field needs around-the-clock care and attention.
Every single day, after practice, after a game, before practice, off days, those type of things. We do that all the time.
Which means they rarely get a day off.
Really, no downtime ever.
As these athletes pour their hearts out onto these fields, some don't realize the people behind the effort that goes into what they play on.
I see videos of them on our Instagram all the time, and I'm like, that looks really cool. I'd like to see them do it in person. That'd be really cool.
Rogers is a horticultural leaderman, and he knows that this might be a confusing job title for most people.
Because it's never, he's a facility guy and he takes care of grass and things like that. It's more so always, he paints the stadium.
But he says he enjoys the challenge of educating others on what he does.
I pretty much manage all the fields for him and playing surfaces. That goes from soccer, baseball, softball, all that stuff. I go through all the sports.
On the field, they live by a single orange line to tell them where to go and what to paint. But off the field, it's a little more complicated than that to make life decisions.
When I first started, I was in landscape.
So how did he end up here? Rogers accidentally filled out the wrong LSU position form.
And I filled out for athletics instead of landscape. And so kind of like being on this side is pretty much like a anomaly or whatever.
Almost as if fate intervened with a new path.
It happened like completely by accident, but it's probably like the best thing that's ever happened.
through this path, Rogers says he found himself.
The patience that it takes, and just having the fire and the drive and stuff like that.
At the end of the day, it takes a lot of hard work, patience, and gallons of paint.
It depends. The stadium, 300 gallons. That's the max. The minimum may be 2 buckets.
300 gallons of paint is used on Tiger Stadium's fields for painting before each game. But it will pay off when those Tigers step foot on the field for the Tennessee game or any other game this season.
You're there, and this is LSU, and this is the culture behind it, and the people that have come on this field and played here. Just to see that and be there it means a lot. Tiger Eye means a lot to me.
That responsibility comes with long days and hard work.
This is the hard part, right?
But it can't seem to keep him down.
I was pretty much a wake up, go to work, get my money, go home type of person. Now it's more so of, come to work, you're actually looking forward to something.
There's no doubt about it, Rogers loves his job, even if it wasn't what he thought he would be doing with his life. For Tiger TV Sports, I'm Aria Pons. Gardere is a 3.39 square mile stretch of land in East Baton Rouge Parish that is ridden with crime. However, the community became tired of this pain, and in 2006, the Gardere Initiative was born.
This is more than just a resource for the kids, it's for the whole community. We've got computers for everyone to use, fax machines, printers, whatever they need. We help with job applications, whatever they need, we're here for it.
In 2006, the community experienced 27 homicides. In 2007, there were 31. But a year later, the homicide rate dropped by 86% in this area.
2008, there were 7 murders, homicides, in this 3.39 square mile area. At that time, we had about 10,000 people. Now we have over 13,000.
The Gardere program, funded by foundations and ran by volunteers, was initially aimed to find residents jobs and get people off the street. Sin embargo, el programa no solo ayuda a los adultos. Su objetivo es ayudar a los niños a darles la oportunidad a apartarse del crimen. En una comunidad que es 26% hispana, el programa ofrece las clases de aprendizaje inglés a español.
Speaking English is a necessity here, whether it is just or not, it's still a necessity. So it helps them just to function in society here.
LSU freshman Amber Davis is one volunteer with the after-school program that not only teaches kids English, but it also offers their parents more time to work and gives the kids a creative outlet.
We offer a 9-month after-school program and an 8-week summer program.
With the Baton Rouge community coming together, residents look to build a crime-free and thriving lifestyle. For Tiger TV, I'm Aria Pons.